The drive-in theater has been a part of our American popular culture for decades. Even now, there are very few left. Most of us have never been to one. Me neither. So when I found out there was a drive-in theater/barbecue joint right across the bridge from where I live, I had to check it out, even if I have to take an Uber to get there. My name is Justin McCalla, and this is NYC Unmasked. Juicy Lucy BBQ, located in Staten Island, has been around for a little over a year, opening in the spring of 2019. It didn't even last a year before the COVID pandemic in New York City forced it to close its doors, with no idea when they would ever open. But then Rich Holmes had an idea.
For whatever reason, I was just looking at the Verrazano Bridge, and I was like, oh, wow, that'd be kind of cool if there was like a big screen out there. And then I thought to myself, I says, it would be great if I put a screen up in the back of the restaurant.
Rich bought up the lots behind the restaurant and got things ready for their first night of Flick and a Feast. The promotion is drawing in customers from across the metropolitan area and helps keep the business going.
Our long-term goal here is to have this as a permanent location. We're hoping that the city will allow us to show movies here on a permanent basis. It's a real nice thing. Obviously, in the 5 boroughs of New York, there are no drive-in movie theaters. There hasn't been a drive-in movie theater, from what I understand, in Staten Island in over 45 years. When I'm 50 years old, I've never been to a drive-in movie theater. I had to buy one to go to a drive-in movie theater. I remember there was...
This and their outdoor dining situation have kept them afloat, but winter is coming, and there is the real threat that restaurants and bars will not survive till next spring. Those I talked to seem hopeful.
I don't know. I mean, we're praying for indoor dining to really open up. We do have our patio seating, but once we close those doors on that patio, it's considered indoor dining, which kind of is the thin line there. That makes everything a little difficult.
At the same time, a lot of places are not going to survive this, especially if we go into the winter and they're not allowing indoor dining.
Since taping for this episode, Governor Andrew Cuomo has announced the return of indoor dining in New York City at a limited capacity. Of course, we have to talk about the food.
I don't cook the poutine, but it is hands down my favorite thing on the menu. I suggest it to all of my tables, and it's ridiculous. So if you haven't had it, you gotta come to Juicy Lucy BBQ, and we will give you some brisket poutine. It is my favorite thing on the whole menu. It's the magic's in the brisket. That's what it is.
I have to agree, the brisket poutine is off the charts. For NYC Unmasked, this is Justin McCalla.